I'm Kazuo, originally from Brazil, and I've been living in Singapore for more than 10 years now. We are a mixed race family of three. My wife, Caryn, was born and raised here, and we have a 2-year-old daughter named Gaia. We came from very different cultural backgrounds, but naturally, we tend to align on things that we love the most. For example, travel, contemporary art, as well as creating spaces that are meaningful and practical at the same time. I'm a huge fan of contemporary art, and I think my taste is shaped by my South American roots and the many years that I've lived in Asia. I started collecting art when I was about 20 years old, and the collection includes pieces by Marcelo Canevari, Ai Weiwei, and most recently, I've been acquiring pieces by Otani Workshop. For me, art is emotional, and before anything else, is the way that I connect with people, their passions, their stories, and their truths. We really want our house to reflect the balance between us, and I think I bring a more boundary-pushing style, where Caryn brings in the clarity and simplicity, which makes the space a lot more grounded and comfortable.
We live in an older condominium in the east, and condos from this era tend to be pretty generous in terms of space and layout, especially in the common areas. We saw that as an opportunity. Instead of filling up the space for the sake of it, we wanted the home to feel open, light, calm, and playful. The spaciousness and openness is really necessary, especially with a very curious toddler exploring every inch of it.
The entryway sets the tone for the entire house. We really wanted it to feel grounding, with art being the main focus. Even the tile work is treated like an art piece. It sets a clear sense of intention.
The living room is a room inside a room concept. It is designed to be two contrasting yet harmonious spaces that coexist. One side is soft, warm, and family oriented, where Gaia plays, where we unwind, and where comfort is key. The other is structured, moodier, and art focused, with darker tones that allow art pieces to shine. The contrast is a reflection of our lifestyle. Family and art, comfort and curiosity, spontaneity and structure. Natural light moves freely across these zones, highlighting textures and transitions throughout the day.
Our outdoor area already had its own charm, so instead of reinventing it, we chose to honor what was already there. We kept the space pretty simple, and we added some greenery to create an extension to the interior. It's a natural background to the home, bringing in sunlight and ventilation, while softening the interior and framing our daily living with a gentle connection to nature.
We designed our bedroom to be calmer than the social spaces, with soft tones, warm lighting, and minimal visual distractions. It meets our needs with a dresser and ample storage. And a view of the outdoors brings in greenery, adding a sense of calm as we rest. The forest green and oak wood add warmth, while the signature marble ties the design together.
From the entryway, you get a glimpse of the dining room through screens, but it's just enough to have a hint of the home's art-driven character. A large artwork introduced right at the beginning inspired the palette here: pink, green, and mostly earthy tones. The shelves also allow for rotating displays, almost like a mini gallery. We think of the dining room as our box of curiosity, framed to shift your perspective depending on where you sit, Details reveal themselves differently from every single angle. Artwork, shadows, textures. It's a space that we hope to spark conversation and invite you noticing something new each time.
The kitchen continues the terracotta palette and focuses on practicality. As parents, we needed a layout that supports everyday living, with easy flow, plenty of storage, and surfaces that age gracefully. Earthy tones, textured brick and tile surfaces, and clean line cabinetry give the space a warm, grounded feel, while keeping it simple and functional. Our study is a multi-purpose space. On most days, it's where we usually work or read, but it can quickly turn into a guest room when needed. When the door is open, the study becomes a soft light source to enhance the surrounding space.
Our original design direction was tropical brutalism, using raw materials, strong structures, and focus on practicality. But as the project evolved, the brutalism softened. What remained constant was the color palette, terracotta, greens, and warm moods, and our goal to create a functional, expressive space.
Friends often have their own interpretations. Some see mid-century modern, while others think it's more Japanese inspired but with a bit more color. We just love that ambiguity because it makes the home like art. Subjective, up for interpretation, and changing depending on who experiences it. Every corner has a purpose, yet nothing feels rigid.